Hello everyone, welcome to the Life Beyond Death channel. Have you ever wondered why some people can hear and see spirits while others cannot? Or if the signs you're feeling could be from mediumship? But what actually mediumship is? Mediumship is the ability to perceive or communicate with spirits, and it manifests in different ways. The truth is that we all have some degree of mediumship, but it varies in intensity and form. Did you know that intuition is a type of mediumship as well? Even that sister in the church who has the gift of revelation is actually exercising her mediumship, or that person who, out of nowhere, tells you something that completely changes your life without even knowing how they knew the answer you needed. Today we're going to talk about these different types of mediumship and explore common physical signs of mediumship and phenomena. Before we delve into this fascinating and ancient topic, I want to extend my heartfelt thanks to you for being here. This is the third video in the new phase of our channel, and your support means the world to us. Please subscribe to help our community grow if you haven't done it yet, and give this video a thumbs up if you find our content valuable. Your kindness is greatly appreciated. Now, let's travel back in time to better understand the profound connection the Egyptians had with the so-called world of the dead. Beyond their intricate relationships with gods and their emissaries, they placed immense importance on the afterlife. For the ancient Greeks, that they also communicated with gods through oracles, dreams, and messages. The world of the dead and of beings, who would live in a world different from ours, has always been present. In Greek mythology, they had the god of dead, Hades. Cerberus was the three-headed dog who used to guard the gates of Hades and allow dead people in but no one out. The Hebrews themselves and the Christians, when writing the pages of the most famous and influential sacred book of all time, the Bible. Encounters with angels, apparitions of people, resurrected dead, levitations, divinations, precognitions, spiritual healing, and lights that seem to come out of nowhere demonstrate that the Bible is a veritable catalog of paranormal phenomena. In addition to so many events described in the Holy Bible, Catholics believe that the saints, who are people who have already died, are capable of listening and answering their appeals. Not to mention the angels, who would be higher immaterial beings, but who could be seen, heard, and felt whenever they wanted. It can be just a matter of nomenclature. Instead of using the term mediumship, these occurrences can be described as gifts, miracles, the voice of the Spirit of Truth, or similar expressions. Regardless of the terminology, they continue to manifest in our contemporary earthly experience. There are several types of mediumship. On this video, we will explore just some of them. Clairvoyance. It is the ability to see spirits. These visions can be as vivid as seeing a living person or more ethereal, like shadows or lights. Clairaudience. It is the ability to hear voices, sounds, or music that does not have a physical origin. This can happen clearly, as if someone is talking next to you, or more subtly, like thoughts that arise in the mind. For example, you may be alone at home and hear someone call your name. In church, it's common to hear reports of someone saying that God spoke to them, which is a good example of clairaudience. However, in more negative cases, people might hear voices saying not-so-good things, which is reminiscent of the descriptions of schizophrenia. In fact, schizophrenia also can be a poorly understood form of mediumship. Another type of mediumship is channeling, where the medium serves as a conduit to transmit messages from spirits or beings from other dimensions. During channeling, the medium might speak, write, or create art under the direct influence of these entities, allowing their messages to be communicated clearly. This form of mediumship is often used in spiritual situations to provide guidance. Psychography, also known as automatic writing, is another form of channeling and is the ability to write messages dictated by spirits. This can happen consciously, where the medium knows they are writing, or unconsciously, where they have no control over the writing. Many famous spiritist books have been written this way, such as those by Chico Xavier. Premonitory mediumship It involves having visions or dreams about future events. Some people may have premonitory dreams about someone who will die, change careers, move to a new place, get married, or experience other significant life events. This type of mediumship can also manifest as déjà vu, where a person feels they have lived through a certain situation or been in a particular place before, even though it didn't happen in their current incarnation. Have you ever heard about children's imaginary friends? Reincarnation is considered complete when a child turns 7 years old. During this period, children are especially susceptible to mediumistic manifestations, such as seeing, hearing, and talking to spirits, as well as remembering events from their past lives. This occurs because they are still more connected to the spiritual world from which they recently came, rather than the material world they have just entered. All incarnates are endowed with mediumistic ability, but not all develop it. Some children are mediums, and in them perceptions and manifestations remain continuous throughout the years. Children who communicate with spirits are usually healthy, showing no signs of apathy or depression. They are as interested in toys and games as other children. They face their visions naturally, with no surprise, and are often intrigued by the fact that their parents cannot see the spirits they interact with. If your child claims to see things, how can you discern if it's genuine? Try asking thoughtful questions about their experiences without pressuring them too much. Questions could include, how does your friend dress? Is it a man or a woman? Is it an adult or a child? What is this person showing or telling you? Where in the house do you see them? Sometimes, your child might share memories that seem nonsensical to you. Listen carefully, as they might be recalling experiences or feelings from past lives, whether positive or negative. Despite these careful steps, we can never be completely certain if they are telling the truth unless they describe a deceased person you can recognize or provide verifiable facts from another incarnation. Without specific verification, the truth remains uncertain. A couple of well-recommended movies that explore this subject are Heaven is for Real and Yesterday's Children, one of my favorites. Olfactory mediumship is the ability to smell scents that have no physical source. For example, you might be in a closed room and smell roses or something unpleasant without an apparent source. Intuitive mediumship manifests as a strong sensation or premonition about something that is going to happen or about the presence of spirits. This intuition can come suddenly without an apparent explanation. For example, you might feel that something bad is going to happen shortly after receiving unexpected news. Embodiment mediumship is when a spirit manifests through the medium's body, controlling their actions and words. This type of mediumship is often used in spiritual healing sessions or communication with the spirit world, with someone who has already passed away. A negative example is when people drink alcohol and become aggressive, causing harm to themselves or others. Alcohol can make individuals more vulnerable spiritually, opening channels that allow obsessor spirits, low-level entities, to take control. It's common for people to suffer or cause suffering without understanding their mediumship or how to manage it. This also happens when people use drugs. Spirits who abused drugs or alcohol while incarnated in the flesh and lacked spiritual knowledge often continue to crave these substances after death. Some may not even realize they have passed away. These spirits seek out individuals who drink or use drugs, and they drain the energy of these individuals to satisfy their earthly desires. Without a material body, they obtain satisfaction from this energy. This spiritual influence makes it difficult for individuals to stop using drugs or alcohol, as many face significant challenges due to this spiritual interference. However, don't assume that just because you are not a medium, spirits won't have access to you. The difference is that a medium has an open channel with the spiritual world, making interaction easier. Yet, spirits can draw energy from both mediums and non-mediums. Protect yourself and don't allow this to happen. To overcome this, special sessions of continuous prayer are necessary to repel these obsessor spirits. Alongside prayer, the individual must change their habits and have a deep desire to transform. The support of family and friends plays a crucial role in this process of getting clean. Many people are afraid of their own gifts, especially if they have had traumatic experiences or have been rejected or considered crazy due to their mediumship. However, mediumship is a gift. If you were born with this ability, it's because you are meant to have it. Seeing bad things is often associated with your own energetic state, as like attracts like. If a person is always negative, they will attract negative things. Staying positive, doing good for others, maintaining good habits, and avoiding low-vibe places will all help you attract better things. The medicine against low-level spirits attacks is have the habit to pray every day. Now that we understand some of the different types of mediumship, let's explore some physical signs that may indicate the presence of this ability. Feeling unexplained shivers in your arm, shoulder, or head may be a sign of energetic change around you. For example, you might be talking to someone and suddenly feel goosebumps, which could indicate the presence of a spirit or a change in the environment. Sometimes you might feel light or firmer touches on parts of your body, as if someone is touching you. This can happen during prayer or even while you are relaxing at home. These touches can be a form of communication from spirits, friends, or spiritual mentors. For example, during a meeting or in a crowded place, you might feel a sense of pressure or dizziness without an apparent explanation, and it may go away as soon as you leave. In some cases, a low-vibe spirit may accompany you for days if you don't pray regularly, or if you engage in drinking, drug use, or are frequently in a bad mood. This can make the situation even worse, such as hospitals or churches. A momentary buzzing in the ears can be a sign of activation of the pineal gland related to mediumship. Some mediums can cause the movement of objects. It is considered a very rare type of mediumship. You might notice that objects change places inexplicably or even disappear and reappear in another place. This is more common in mediums with greater spiritual development. I can explain about those phenomena in another video. These are some physical signs that can indicate mediumship. Understanding these signs can help you better deal with your mediumship and recognize when you are being influenced by spiritual energies. If something here caught your attention and resonated with your story, comment here on the YouTube platform. We would love to hear that, and your insights can help other people. We aim to turn on the light of your consciousness. Maintaining contact with spirits is far from a trivial matter. However, there are individuals who falsely claim to possess this gift to deceive others, often in pursuit of financial gain or even fame to satisfy their egos. These are the false mediums. Stay away from them. They are everywhere. Respectable spirits recognize and abhor the practice of fake mediumship. When a fake medium is involved, only frivolous and mocking spirits are drawn to them, using the medium to deceive and manipulate from the other side. These spirits are low-level entities seeking amusement through a similarly low-level medium, if any true mediumship exists at all. Often, those claiming to be mediums have no genuine ability. They may fabricate this persona and live in their imaginary worlds to the point that they truly believe in their own deception. Be cautious and discerning. Investigate them thoroughly, look up reviews, and trust your intuition. You have one. Thank you for watching this video until the end. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done yet to receive more contents like this, and your thumbs up is very important to us. Check out the comments here on YouTube for additional materials to delve deeper into the topic. Stay tuned for the next video on your screen. It's also for you. Take good care of your body, mind, and spirit. See you in the next video.